And when God speaks, it can take thousands of years, but the word he speaks always come to pass. Because even in the book of Ezekiel 37, we see the description of the Holocaust that happened, that claimed the lives of 6 million Jews. The scripture has it covered in Ezekiel 37. That shows that God is eternal, and when he speaks, his word comes to pass. Ezekiel 37. You see, if you go to verse 11, you will see. He said, "Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope are lost. We are cut out of our path." You see, this is where the scripture was describing Ezekiel in the valley of dry bones, where he was giving the prophetic word to prophesy that the bones should be restored to life. And when he did, a great army arose. And we see the things that the Jewish people have experienced in time past, even in World War II, where the lives of so many Jews were brutally taken. But one thing we see in scripture here is a promise. And that promise has been for eons. And even the Bible covered. The prophet described a valley of dry bones. And if you go through the internet and you see documentaries about the concentration camps where the Jewish people were killed, slaughtered, burned alive, it was like indeed a valley of dry bones. And when the Americans even came in to rescue them in the concentration camp, you see pictures of which I'm going to put a picture. You see the Bible describing this particular script, this particular picture on your screen right now. You see, then he said, "Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel." And he said, "Behold, they say our bones are dry." And when you look at this picture, you see a dry bone indeed. You see a dry bone. So God knew that the Holocaust was going to happen. I saw a clip where somebody said that, why did God allow the Holocaust to happen? If God was indeed with the children of Israel. You see, it's a mystery, because the Holocaust is actually speaks of the restoration of Israel. That this amount of persons had to lay down their life for the restoration and the rebirth and the fulfillment of the prophecy in Ezekiel 37. 6 million people had to die for the prophecy to be fulfilled. The prophecy in Ezekiel 37. For the nation of Israel to be reborn as a great and strong people designed by God to fulfill God's mandate. 6 million people. So we see the rising of Jewish hatred and anti-Semitism in our time today. It speaks about the end. It speaks about the end. Because God's people are going to be raptured home. And if you don't follow Bible prophecy, and if you don't interpret the times where we're living in, you just have to focus on what God is doing, watching the Jewish people. By watching them and reading scriptures, you will get to understand the roadmap that we are in. The Lord restore the children of Israel back to their land, back to their land, and it took the lives of 6